What is good, guys? What is good? Back with another film review on Omarion Hampton. I was extremely excited about Omarion Hampton. Had a family member that was telling me about him. I watched probably one North Carolina game where I noticed this dude, and he's good. I mean, in his last 2 years, it was like, what was it? It was like 1,500, 1,600 rushing yards. Absolute beast. He's a big running back too. He's like 6'1", 205, 210, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, let's just look at his stats right here, right? So he was healthy all the way for his rookie year, week 1 through 5, and then he was out all the way up until week 14. Played through week 17. The wild card. I mean, look how bad the wild card was. I think he might have got hurt in that game. But yeah, man. And honestly, him being out for a portion of the season, never want to see a guy be out. But the offensive line wasn't good. They were not good, right? They lose Rashawn Slater, their left tackle. Their second-year player, Joe Alt, who played right tackle, had to move over to left tackle. He ends up getting hurt too. And their interior offensive line just was not good, along with backups being on the left and right tackle, right? They bring over Mekhi Becton from Philly, and Mekhi just was not good with the Chargers this year. And Jim Harbaugh wants to run the football. Coach Harbaugh wants to run the football, and the Chargers just couldn't do it. They couldn't do it with these injuries. It was just too much. But let's look into the film, man. So you'll see Omarion Hampton there. He's number 8. Look at him in the backfield right here on this play up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I mean, look at that. The offensive line gets some push right there, and he's able to get upfield. And he's really good. Once he hits that initial contact, he gives me Ezekiel Elliott vibes, dude. Like, he's the type of running back that will just fall forward. He's not going to get hit and just fall back very often. It does happen, but he gives me those Ezekiel Elliott vibes. If you don't know, dude, Ezekiel Elliott back in the day, he'd get hit off his first initial contact, then he'd just move forward, and that's exactly the vibes that I get from Omarion Hampton. So you see him on that. All right, and then we got this play. It looks like they're coming out of shotgun with 11 personnel. So we got the one tight end off of the left tackle, twins wide receivers down here at the bottom with a single up the top with Johnston. Let's see what happens on this play. And again, look at that. And I mean, he was just super explosive through the hole, bro. He didn't even let his block set up, right? You could even make the case. You could be like, hey, yo, be a little bit more patient, right? Be a little bit more patient. Let your guard. Is that the guard? No, my bad. That's the center. Let the center pull over and let it set up. I mean, look at that. But he was already there. And I mean, this guy's too late because he just flies through this hole. Like, look at this. Boom. Just straight through the hole. He didn't even need to let his block set up. And for that, I'm like, all right, you know what? Be a little bit patient right there. Center was late. We're all good. We're all good. But then we got plays like this, right? So you see they're coming out in the multiple tight end set. 12 personnel, got the wide receiver in motion with him in the backfield. Let's see what happens on this play. And you see right here, this is one where this Chargers offensive line is getting zero push, dude. And this was a reoccurring thing for this offensive line. They struggled. They were not good. They were not good, dude. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of people were super concerned with Slater and Alt being out. You could see it because shuffling people around on offensive line is a spell for trouble. And unless you have major depth with offensive linemen on your team, and that's just not the case with a lot of teams around the NFL. So you see right there, he's trying to get out on the end. And you don't see any push right here. And the Chiefs just blow this shit up, bro. Literally goes for nothing. See it get blown up right there. All right, and then we have this play right here. Looks like we got one tight end in off the left tackle. Split wide receivers. Johnson on motion. Let's see what he can do in the backfield right here. And again, look at that, dude. Look at this. No push from the offensive line. Absolutely no push, right? And watch the left tackle right here. Watch the left tackle. Like, they literally missed this. So between the left tackle and the left guard, they literally missed this guy right here. And he just gets in and literally just blows up this play. They stand no chance. Like, look at that block. That block's just not good, dude. Look at that. Just blows it up. And I mean, look at that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, four Kansas City Chiefs players in the backfield past the line of scrimmage. What is he supposed to do right there? There's nothing he can do, bro. And this is just a reoccurring thing with him throughout the season. Like, I'm not going to show a bunch of highlights of him just getting blown up, but I'm going to show a couple just to show it was tough sledding for Omarion Hampton, just like it was for Genty. Like, I made a video on Genty. Genty wasn't good. People were like, oh, he's a bust. he's a bust. It's like, bro, they're not getting any push in front. Yo, you're not subscribed? Come on, man. Why are you not subscribed? Be sure to drop a like on this video as well while you're at it. And be sure to follow me on Instagram. Drop any topic of discussion, any question in there. We can make a video on it. Even if you have a player, we can do some film review on them as well. All right, now let's get back to the video. All right, then on this play, we got him in the backfield alone. Looks like we got the 2 tight ends off the right tackle. Is that tight end? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a tight end or fullback or whatever that is right there. So 12 personnel. Let's see what Hampton can do on this play. I'm sorry, I don't know if he's a fullback or not. I didn't look that up. And again, one where he's literally just getting blown up, right? The right guard, freaking Mekhi Becton, like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Look at this. And I don't know, like, look at this. They're shifting to the left, and he's already trying to look backside. So I don't know if this was designed backside, but I see the offensive line shifting to the left. And Mekhi Becton, bro, he does not get a good block right here. Look at 93 just penetrating. Boom, literally blowing up the play. As soon as Omarion Hampton got that ball, the play was already done. He didn't even stand a chance. All right, then we have this play. Let's see what happens on this play out of I formation. Let's see what we got. Toss out on the left. Dude, and if there was one thing about his success, he was really good with his rushes on the edges. Like, most of his success came from the edges. So you see right here, they got the toss out right there. Got some solid blocking right here. Boom, bumps him out. Boom, bumps him out. Then he's able to get upfield. Really good job of just bouncing off of that contact and getting upfield. I mean, he didn't completely shake it, right? But get that first down and fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for your boy and the offense. All right, then we have this play. It looks like Chargers coming out of shotgun. We got a trips up at the top. Single wide receiver with Johnson right here. Let's see what we can get out of our boy. And look at that. When they block in the interior, this guy will destroy you. He will destroy you. Look at this. Handing off the ball. Engaged. This guy's too late. Engaged. Look at that. We got a hole. We're giving him room. We're giving him room. Like giving your running back room, good things happen. Look at this. Gets upfield for a big gain. Like, Omarion Hampton's a good running back. But if you're not going to block like most running backs, good things ain't going to happen. All right, then we got this play out of I formation again. Looks like we got the 1 tight end off the right tackle. Let's see what we can get on this play. Look at that shit, bro. It's literally getting blown up. Look at that. Again, look at this. There is zero push right here from the Chargers offensive line. Zero push. Like, dude, like, look at this. Look at this. There is nothing backside. The block isn't there. And even if he were to bounce this, even if Hampton were to bounce this on the outside, 22 right here is probably going to fill the edge, and he's done. Just suffocating, running from the Chargers, bro. Like, there's nothing he can do in that situation. All right. Let's see if we can get some positive shit going. Let's see if we can get some positive things going. All right, out of shotgun. Let's see what your boy can do right here. Look at him take on 21, and he's getting upfield. Look at that. Look at that. This is a tough back. That's why I'm saying he gives me Ezekiel Elliott vibes, because, bro, if you just give him a little bit of space, he'll make these dudes pay. Look at that. Boom. Takes on 21. Takes on 21. Oh, we're getting more Giants players coming in, but look at that. He breaks the tackle, gets upfield, keeps turning his feet, turns it into a really solid gain for the Chargers. Look at that shit, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're into the positive stuff. We're gonna talk about the negative with the blocking. Out of shotgun again. We got the 1 tight end. Let's see what we can get. Look at that. Right off the tackle. Look at that shit, boy. Just give your boy some time. Just give him some time. Look at that. Boom. Block. Yes, sir. Turn up. Giving him space. Super explosive runner. And I mean, hell, even if one of those guys were to get a hand on him, he's tough enough. He can break a tackle and maybe still take this. But hey, he took it to the house right here. This is exactly what Coach Harbaugh wants to do. They want to run the football and then pass. As good as Justin Herbert is, we want to run the football first before everything. All right, then we have this play out of shotgun. Looks like we got the 1 tight end in off the left tackle again. Kind of, a little bit of spacing, not directly next to him, but let's see what we can get on this play. And this is what I was talking about when I said he's really good. Like, a lot of his success was on the edges. Look at this right here. He turns up and he turns this into a massive game. Look at that. Boom. That's a pretty good hit there on the end by 58. But no, Omarion Hampton, dude, he's really good at reading his blocks, right? Like, look at that. He kind of bounced this. Whoop. Little bit into the backfield, and then it's off to the races. And they're just too late. Off the edge. Look at that. Look at that offensive lineman. He's pumped. We need that type of energy. We need that energy for this rushing game. A lot. All right, on this play, looks like coming out in the multiple tight end set again in the 12 personnel. Let's see what we got on this play. Not a bad run. Not a bad run. I mean, we're not getting a lot of push. We're not getting a lot of push, but hey, it's solid. It's solid. It's enough. At least we're getting positive yards here. Look at that. And all those Commanders players get in on that. All right, we got this play. Looks out of shotgun again. Let's see what we get. All right, hand it off, hand it off. Instantly, okay, another play where we're already getting people in the backfield. We're already getting people in the backfield. Look at this. Look at the interior from the center. Whoop. Look at that. He just swam past the center, and he's already in the backfield. Omarion Hampton's like, oh, hell nah. He shakes him off. He shook off a defensive lineman. That's why I'm telling you, he's tough. But you gotta give him run blocking. And look at that. Tries to make something out of nothing. By that time, dude, when running backs are like shaking off people in the backfield, it allows for all of these other defensive players to get there. Right? And you see right there. Like, there's only so much Omarion Hampton could do right here. And then, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, so many Commanders players. This is something that with the Eagles offense, man, like they also weren't run blocking good. Just like we're seeing from the Chargers offensive line. And, you know, Saquon would try to make plays back there. But it's like, dude, there's only so much he can do. And if he's like stuttering, if the offensive line isn't giving you anything and he's trying to look for more, it allows for the defense to pursue you in the backfield. It allows for 3, 4, 5 guys to get in the backfield by the time you're deciding to cut up or cut to the left. You know what I mean? That's why this run blocking shit is so important. Look at that. Boom. All right, then we got this play. Again. Ooh, it's up against my birds. Hey, Eagles fans, if you're watching this, you're going to suffer through this shit with me too. All right, let's see what he can do on this play. Toss out to the left. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good run. Boom. Still stayed on his feet too after blank hit him. I mean, I cut it short, but hey, like I said, this dude has really good balance. And again, another play showing what I said. He's really good out on the edges. And on this play, you know, the Chargers offensive line, they got good blocking. They got really good blocking. Look at 44. Box out Zach Bond right here. 89. Boxing out, who's that? Nakobe Dean. Yes, sir. Untouched. Good things will happen. Great things will happen. All right, let's see what happens on this play. Got the one tight in the backfield right here. Hand it off. Another one's getting blown up. I mean, look at that. Jordan Davis swimming past the center. Look at that. Look at this shit right here. Whoop. It's already done. Big baby Jordan Davis, if he's in, you're cooked. You're cooked, right? And then, of course, I don't know what is even happening right here. I don't know if this is why they fired their OC. Like, what is even going on right here? I was like, what is even happening on the edge right there? That, along with the center blocking, dude doesn't stand a chance. Ends up getting blown up. Boom. Like, this type of shit you see in, like, middle school, bro. All right, let's see what we can get on this play. Toss. Out to the edge. Yes, sir. Turning up. Reading off his blocks. Bouncing up. Yes, sir. Good run. Good run. Let's see how the blocking is on this. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Solid blocking. Pretty good block here by Ladd and Quentin. Look at that. Turning up. Boom. Jumping right over Johnston's heels so he doesn't hurt his guy. And turning up. Taking on multiple Eagles defenders. Tough run by Mario Hampton. All right. So we get on this play. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Ooh, I like that. I like that. A little bit of a hezzy, trying to read it, see what you got. We saw that from Kenneth Walker in Super Bowl. Look at that. He's like reading. Oh, see a little something right here. 77's got a block. Boom, bounces off of that. Then it's just like, oh, we got 1v1. Let's see what we can do. He's got 2 defenders, but still a really good run. Quinyon Mitchell, come on, man. Get in on that. I got to scold my Eagles players. I have to. All right, let's see what he can get out of pistol up against the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, turning up. Again, another run out on the edge like I've been saying. Look at that shit. Did a really good job. Left tackle did a really good job kicking him out, just giving him enough time. Love that. We're engaged right here. Everybody's doing their part. Quentin Johnson getting a little bit of a chip on 27. 20, he's too late. I mean, he's too late on his pursuit angle. Outside is already not filled. So Omarion Hampton too fast, turned up field. Yes, sir. It's the shit we like to see. All right, let's see what they can do up against the Dallas Cowboys. Look at this, bro. We got Lad McConkey lined up right off the right tackle. I love that. Small wide receiver off the right tackle. Again, I mean, not bad blocking from the offensive line. When they do their job, good things are happening in this rushing game. Look at this. Boom, right there. Engaged. Look at that. Then your boy, look at that arm tackle. If everybody's engaged on a block, even if one of those guys sheds off, gets a hand on Omarion Hampton, he's going to run right through it. That's exactly what he did right here. Look at that. Runs through it, takes on that hit. He's still turning those feet. Offensive line, you give him just enough time. Just enough. He will make the defense pay. He will. All right, then we got a little bit right here. I mean, there wasn't a lot from this dude in the passing game. There was a little bit, but right, like it was simple stuff. So you're going to see coming out of shotgun right here. Got the one tight end off the right tackle. Then we got a trips look up here at the top. The spacing on that's kind of crazy, bro. Might as well just be in a bunch set at that point. All right, but let's see what he can do right here. So just leaking up, hitting the stick. I mean, look at that. All that spacing right there. Beautiful. J-Herb hits it on him. Turns up. Turns it into a really positive game. Simple yet effective. And I really, like, I don't know, like, if anybody knows Omarion Hampton better, was he a really good receiving back? Because I feel like he's a rushing back like Zeke, dude. He literally reminds me of Ezekiel Elliott. I'm telling you that right now. Like, the size, the way he runs, he reminds me of Zeke. All right, another one where he's lined up in the backfield. Got like a wide twins up at the top right there, stacked down here at the bottom. He's lined up right next to J-Herb. Let's see what he can do on this play. Leaking out into the flat, turning up, yes sir. Reading off, look at that, like, dude, bro, reading his blocks, this type of shit. You know he's a running back. Goes right off the butt of his blocker. Look at that. Whew. Turns up, turns it into a positive game. So yeah, dude, Omarion Hampton, he's good. Omarion Hampton is a damn good running back. But here's the thing. Their offensive line was so bad this year, he was never going to have success. Like, he had one game where he rushed for over 100. One. And with the blocking like that, you're just not going to get it. Unfortunately, he was also hurt a portion of the season. So that's something that he'll need to, work through. He'll need to be healthy and need to be available for the Chargers. I mean, they drafted him in the first round. When you're drafted as a first round running back, you're going to need to show out. But I think with having both of the tackles back on the left and right, I think good things are going to happen on this Chargers offensive line. I do. They do need to get some interior offensive linemen, because I didn't think the interior was good. But with having the tackles back, it will be massive. And Omarion Hampton is going to reward this Chargers offensive line, this fan base. Jim Harbaugh is going to make him happy. If you get that right with the blocking and just be decent, decent, mid, whatever. I think this offense is going to be even that much better. And you have to add the fact that they added Mike McDaniel as their OC. Mike McDaniel is one of my favorite play callers in the NFL. I know it didn't work with Miami, but let's be real, man. You put him on a team with a better roster, good offensive line play, right? And just better players all around, offense and defense. But more specifically on the offense, I think that Mike McDaniel is going to make this offense lethal. You talk about them being a defensive team this last year. Nah, bro, they're about to be an offensive-led team with that guy at the helm on the offense. Like, the Chargers were dangerous this year, but with the running game actually being a threat, with Vital, along with Hampton being the starter, good things are going to happen. So, I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you guys think. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. Hit that hype button, too. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Maybe it'll help me. Maybe it'll hype me up. But yeah, man, I appreciate you watching. It's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm outie. Deuces.